Hi, I'm Callie Spinner, and this is going to be a quick breakdown of breaks and paddles and some of the things I wish I had known when I had started. They can be really difficult for people, but I find that it's easiest if one, use your largest hoop, this one being 36 inches in OD, and you can use whatever size you feel comfortable with, but the larger the better, just because the slower the rotations, which means that you don't have to go as quick. So one of the things that helps a lot with breaks and paddles is knowing the difference between a break and a paddle. Quite often they're confused. A break is when your hands are on the outside and you're reversing the flow of the hoop. So my hands are on the outside and I'm pushing it, I'm breaking. My hand goes on the inside and I push the hoop, this is a paddle. Paddle, break, 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 paddle, paddle, break, break. So I'll slow that down for you.
As you can see, I paddle and break in a pattern. I break with my right, break with my left, break with my right, paddle with my left, break with my left, paddle with my right, and break with my right. Back to my left.
Next, something that's really helpful is to know how to chest hoop and shoulder hoop. If you haven't done that, it's something that you can definitely work on. How it clicked for me is just continuously trying and practicing and using a large hoop and closing my eyes, and of course spinning while you're spinning. When the hoop is whatever direction you choose to flow in, so I go counterclockwise, I will turn counterclockwise with my hoop. So my hoop's going around, I'm going around. I put my arms up and rotate my chest and wiggle my chest just like I would my waist. So with a big hoop, I'm able to do it without rotating. But with the smaller hoop, I often do need to rotate with it. But this is after practicing for many, many months. So that was chest hooping. And this is shoulder hooping. Same, I clicked the same way for me. What I did was I just practice. There's gonna be lots of fails, trial and error. Gotta find out what works for you. Deanne Love said there was 4 contact points. Feeling it on your back, in the middle here, on your shoulder, your chest, and your shoulder. So as the hoop goes around, you definitely want to feel those contact points. So we're doing back, shoulder, chest, back, shoulder, chest, back, shoulder, chest, back, shoulder, chest, back, shoulder, chest. And from here you can start doing breaks. So break, 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 break. Now, breaks I feel are much easier to get than the paddles. Paddles took me twice as long to learn as breaks. When you paddle, you need to find the rhythm where the hoop is open and you can push. You want to push the hoop. Give it an extra push in the direction. It's going to speed the hoop up. The current is going to go faster. I like to practice a lot by going in the same direction, spinning with my hoop counterclockwise, using my left hand to continuously paddle. You can do it the opposite way, use your right hand and continuously paddle. Another trick that I saw, and I wish I could give credit to the hooper that I saw do it, but it was so long ago I can't remember who, but she said she actually practiced giving herself that space in front of her by almost doing like a prayer stance, like this, so that she would have that space and she knew when to insert her wrist to do a paddle. So when she would practice her shoulder hooping, she would put her hands inside like this. So she would know how to do the space for what would be eventually this. Now, a friend of mine asked me about doing breaks on your waist. That is a fantastic way to start breaks. It's a lot easier, especially since you already know how to waist hoop. You're just hooping your normal flow. And when the hoop, if it's going counterclockwise, I like to stop it with my left arm, break, and reversal. Now you're going the opposite way, which is clockwise, and you're going to stop it with your right arm. You're going to break and reversal. So break, 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 break. You start to get in that pattern of breaking on your waist, which will help you later when you move up to your chest. Break, 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 break. Keep in mind that this, the heavier the hoop, the more bruises it is going to leave on you. And this trick does leave bruises on everyone. I've often had people tell funny stories about how people ask them if they were being abused or if they were using drugs because of all the bruises. But if you have really bad bruising, I suggest taking a break for a couple of days just to let that bruising heal so you don't injure yourself. But practice as much as you can, but make sure you take lots of breaks to let your body heal. Always listen to your body. And if you want to work with a smaller hoop, let's see. I will go down from a big 36 to this. This is a 36 3/4 HDPE hoop that I got from Fauna. And now I'm coming down to a 29-inch 5/8 hoop from Fauna as well. Now, this hoop is a lot smaller, so I'm going to have to be a lot faster. So as you can see, I have to work a lot faster with the smaller hoop. So if I'm doing breaks on my waist, I have to move faster. Now, it is possible to do a paddle while you're on your waist, but it's kind of difficult since you kind of have to just push your arm in and kind of push it out in this motion versus when you're like this and you're using that forearm to make the push. So to do your paddle, 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 paddle. Another tip is to have bare skin on your shoulders. If you can do it without your shirt on, great, because hooping with less clothes is fantastic. The hoop sticks better to your skin, and if you have grip tape on the inside of your hoop, or make sure it's sanded for that extra grip. This hoop is sanded on the inside, whereas this hoop actually has the grip or gaffer's tape, which clings to your skin and your clothes, especially sweaty skin. The more you sweat, the better these are going to be. And before you know it, you're just going to get faster and better at your breaks. So you want to start with baby breaks. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And give yourself some sway in there. Use the hoop's momentum to sway back and forth. Don't push yourself too hard. Before you know it, you'll be doing breaks and paddles for days. And then you can get that amazing ninja break flow down like everybody's favorite Rachel Lust. But yeah, practice makes perfect. It took me a really long time to learn breaks and paddles. Around 9 months is when I started to feel really comfortable. So, but it's different for everyone, and it's practice. It's completely about practicing as much as you can without injuring yourself. So I hope that helps. And if you have any questions, message me. You can find me on Instagram at Callie Spinner or Facebook at Callie Spinner. So just message me down below, and I'll leave a link to these awesome hoops that I have from Flo and Fauna. All the ones on the wall are from her, and my LEDs are from Santana Hoops. Hit me up if you have any questions about those. And happy hooping!